And we are live, I think. This will probably go like the last live where I don't get many viewers, but it's worth another shot. Ow. So, I'm probably going to end up repeating this multiple times. I don't know how well anybody's going to be able to hear the washing machine. It's not the best audio quality. With a lot of live videos I've tried to do, you hear more of my voice than you do the machine. So I'm going to try and keep quiet and hope. Basically, just hope it goes all right. So we're doing a cotton 40. As you can see, it's more of a half load. Now it's all absorbed all the water. And it's decided to take 4 hours, 29 minutes. And we're over an hour in. We've got 3 hours, 15 minutes left. I've adjusted the water level because there was a lot of items in there that were dry washing. And hey, Jordan. Yeah, there was a lot of items in there that were dry washing, and the Vanish stain removal powder decided it didn't want to dissolve. So I've added a little bit of water, and it now kind of looks like we're doing a rinse because it's a little bit of a higher level. So it's not doing too bad. This is wash number 1 out of 2. I've got, so in here is all of my boyfriend's laundry. He's at work and he said, do you mind doing my 40s? Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. So in there is all of his normal laundry. So there's like socks, underwear, shorts, t-shirts, pyjamas, you know, stuff like that. All the ones that just need a normal 40-degree wash. They're more coloured than they are dark, so it's more of a colours wash, so I have put a colour catcher in there. How am I? I'm not too bad, thanks. Life is okay. That's all I'm going to say. I hope everyone else is alright. All I'm just going to say is life is okay. I don't know if that's heated yet or not. I haven't got my temperature gun. I don't know where it went. Doesn't feel very bloody hot. It's only when you put it on a 60 does it ever feel hot. So I don't feel like this ever really hits 40. It might do. I need to try and find my temperature gun out. But the next task I've got for this is I need to try and revive these. These are my Nike Panda Dunks. Yeah, they've had a lot of heavy use, and I've been wiping them over, but I started using them as work trainers. I put them on one day by mistake, took them to work and thought I ruined them, but I've been able to get a little bit of it back to white, so I'm hoping by giving them a really good scrub with a little bit of, I don't want to use bleach, but I feel like the, has it gone? I need to go in the cleaning cupboard. I feel like some of this stuff should scrub it up really well, then go in with a little bit of like, maybe like some biological liquid or something, and then give them a really good intensive cotton 40 wash. They should come out quite well, hopefully. Towels on cotton 60, don't blame you, that's my job for tomorrow. I've got our bedding all of my partner's towels and all of his work uniform. They're going to go in here tomorrow on a cotton 60. Today I'm just doing the 40s. So like I say, we're starting off with his, and then we're going to do all of mine. But as you can see, I've got 3 hours, 11 minutes to wait yet. Hi, I'm doing good. Can't get my words out. I'm doing all right, thank you. Hope everyone else is all right. I don't know how many people we're going to get on here. I didn't get many last time, so we'll see. Hopefully we get a couple. I want to try and do a little bit better with YouTube. I want to try and get back into it again, because I was going through a stage where I was uploading near enough every week. But obviously that's not happening anymore. It's a little bit difficult when you work night shifts. And obviously when you're then in a relationship, you want to try and spend as much time as you can with your partner, rather than sitting in front of a washing machine all day, which is only because, I mean, I've come home from work, I'm still in my work uniform. Like, all of this work uniform needs to go in the machine. Yeah, I don't ever really get much chance to sit and film the machine. So I do want to get back into filming the Samsung, well, any washing machine. I nearly purchased, so I managed to persuade my partner to let me have a vintage washing machine in the shed. And I found on Facebook Marketplace this gorgeous Hotpoint WD-64. And it was virtually mint condition. The only thing was just a little bit of rust under the drawer. And literally, the night that I wasn't at work, and I laid in bed with my partner, and I said I'm going to message him about that washing machine, I was scrolling through YouTube, and I'm not sure the guy's channel name. I can't remember now, but there's somebody on YouTube who brought the exact washing machine I was looking at on Facebook Marketplace. So I hope he gets to enjoy the WD-64 I was so desperate to buy. So either he travelled far, or that's it. Mr. Washer Dude, he must live local, or he travelled, and he's got the WD-64 that I've been eyeing up for about 3 days. And obviously I was just a little bit too late. So 30 minutes. Okay, he must live fairly local to me then, because I'm like, from where that washing machine is, I'm only like 20 minutes? So 20 minutes, half an hour? I'm not 100% sure, but never mind, I've missed out. I know there'll be more, but as I've been looking through Marketplace, all there is at the minute is the shit ones. Oh, that explains. He's actually not too far from me at all. I'm not going to say whereabouts I live, just for personal reasons. But put it this way, yeah, at least he didn't have to travel far to go pick it up. I do hope he enjoys it, because it looked virtually mint condition. And I think on the Marketplace listing, it had been set to like the cotton side of the dial. So I think most of its life it had been used on like Colourfast Cotton 60 or non-Colourfast Cottons 40, rather than quick wash, which is a bonus. This is doing really slow tumbles, by the way. I'm really hoping it's going to really kick up and do some... Probably should have put... no, if I put intensive on, we would have been sat here for bloody 6 hours. I've got more bloody washing to do yet. I'm annoyed I've still got to wait 3 hours for this fucking thing. I did try and go live on Instagram, because I thought, when I was a little bit younger, I always used to do Instagram lives for washing machines, vacuum cleaners. I think I did one on the dishwasher at some point. a few on the tumble dryer. I'd used to do loads of Instagram lives. And I went to do it. I'd got a title, got all the settings sorted, got it perfect, hit go live, and apparently I'm not allowed to go live because I don't have enough followers to go live. So I was like, ouch. So yeah, apparently I don't have enough followers to do Instagram live anymore. Yeah, so a lot of people I've spoken to have, I mean, a lot of people in my family put trainers in the washing machine all the time. Some people are comfortable with it, some people aren't. Some people will only do certain trainers. I will only do certain trainers. I've got a pair of New Balance 327s. And from what I've seen online, there is no way in hell am I putting them through the washing machine. Now, I've had these. I can't get them in shot. I can now. I've had these for quite a while. I've had them for a long time. And I used to only wear them for work. And then they started to get a little bit ruined because I was, working with so many chemicals. But they've actually not done too bad. But unfortunately, I've now had to demote my Nike Air Max 270s to work trainers because they are so badly ruined. So I thought, right, they're ruined. Like, both the air bubbles have burst. There's a hole in one of them. And both of the soles at the bottoms have worn down quite a bit. So I wear them for when I'm like jet washing or gardening, cutting the grass, or going down to the work yard and doing stuff there. But I wanted to kind of try and revive these because they are really nice. So I'm going to have a little bit of a deep delve through my cleaning cupboard, see what's going to be the safest. Because I'm sure I've put these ones through the washing machine a couple of times, actually. I know I've put my 270s through. They've survived. Converse, they've never let me down. They've always gone through the washing machine. I don't think I've put my 327s through the machine. But I also don't have a tumble dryer at the moment, guys. My tumble dryer's broken down. So I need to try and fix that. So I might try and make a community post or maybe a video trying to fix the dryer. I'm hoping I don't have to get rid of it because I brought it off of a very good friend. And I paid a fair bit of money for it because it's virtually new. And it's, yeah, she's broke. So the tumble dryer is, it's a Hot Point one. I can't remember the model number, but all I know is it matches the Active Care washing machine. It's basically the matching Active Care dryer, but I don't think they were ever labelled as the Active Care dryers. It turns on, you can select the program, select the settings and all that, but as soon as you hit the start button, it trips the electrics. When I turn the drum by hand, there's water sloshing about underneath the drum. So somewhere inside that tumble dryer, I've got an internal water leak. I'm not particularly pleased about it. Oh, so I do actually quite like candy tumble dryers. When I first met my funny story. When I first met my boyfriend, he had a candy. It might have been a Smart Pro 9kg. I don't think it was one of the Grando Vita models. It was a condenser dryer. It was a 9kg and it had the Smart Connect, like the washing machine does, where you can connect it to your phone. And at the time I'd moved into my own flat and I'd brought a tumble dryer, and he said, well, because my washing machine came with my flat, I left it there. And my partner said, well, we've got this washing machine, we might as well use my one. And I said, well, what are we doing with 2 tumble dryers? And he said, well, yours is a much newer model and you've paid quite a bit of money for yours. So he said, we'll sell my dryer and we'll have yours. Well, he's a bit annoyed with me because we sold his tumble dryer for 75 quid. And his was a 9 kilogram, my one's an 8. And he's so annoyed. He's like, we've got a bloody kilo less on that dryer because of you. I went, well, you wanted to sell your dryer? But... And I said to him that it's broken down. He went, see, we wouldn't have had this problem with my dryer. I said, well, the thing is, we could well have done. I said, because you never cleaned your tumble dryer out. I said, if it wasn't for me cleaning it before you sold it, or should I say before I sold it on his behalf, I mean, he used to empty the water tank on it and clean the filter, but I don't think he ever took the condenser bit out the bottom and cleaned it or hoovered it out. But to be fair, I'll give it a go, see how well it works, and maybe just end up I can't get my words out, selling it to the scrap man. If not, I'll try and fix it. If I can't fix it and it's completely broken, I will just get a second-hand one off Marketplace. I have always wanted a White Knight vented dryer. So like you say, you've got the C38AW. I've always wanted is it the C44A7W? The big 7 kilo, I say big, the 7 kilo vented one. I've always loved White Knight dryers. I've always had a thing in my heart for them. But because they don't do a big enough drum, my boyfriend won't have one. And because they're vented, it's a bit of an issue. But our tumble dryer, when we first moved in, we didn't have a dishwasher. So the tumble dryer sat where the washing machine is, and the washing machine sat in the dishwasher's place. And it actually worked quite well. But within a month, we got a dishwasher. So the tumble dryer went upstairs to live in the spare room. And it actually survives quite well in the spare bedroom. Until it didn't. Yeah, we think there's a bit of a blockage inside, or there's like an internal leak. I don't really know what's going on, to be honest, but something's obviously going on with it. So yeah, we need to try and figure out what's going on with that and hopefully get it fixed. This has bubbled up quite well. There's 2, so my boyfriend uses Tesco's own non-bio liquid. Well, he kind of forgot to get some in his food shop, and because he knows I always have an unholy amount of laundry detergent, he said, can I use some of your detergent, because I think I've got enough left for 2 washes. And I said, you've not even got enough for 1 wash. So I've put 2 Asda pods in there, some Vanish powder, and then he's got the Fairy, I can literally see it on the windowsill, but I can't read it. I really need my glasses. Cherry Blossom and Nordic Cotton. He's got the scent boosters and the fabric conditioner in there. And then we always put laundry sanitizer in every wash, especially with our work clothes, like with my job and his job. Believe me, both of our uniforms need sanitizing. I work as a cleaner, so you think when I'm scrubbing toilets, I definitely need sanitizer, and my partner works in a hospital, so his uniform definitely needs to be sanitized. Although soon we're both going to be working in a hospital, except I'm just going to be a cleaner. So yeah, and I'll be back on day shift, which will be nice, which will mean, because I'm doing a lot of late shifts, I've got the mornings to try and film the Samsung. I didn't say that right. Samsung. Oh dear, I can't talk. Yes, I've been desperate to try the Daz Cherry Blossom. I want to try the gel. I don't really use much powder. I tend to use it on my whites. I use it on my towels. And I use it on my microfiber cloths, which is actually a load that I've got to do. I brought all the ones home from the yard that I use for valeting. So I need to get them washed. That'll probably be next weekend. I do that. I'll probably put them on Cotton 90 intensive. Friday is not going to take too long. Because I think we're out and about next Saturday. So I can leave them to wash while we're not here. Has the Samsung ever suds lock? Good question. I can't say as I've ever seen it suds lock. I've seen it do a little mini water lock. But I've never seen it suds lock, ever. Even my old Samsung, I think in the 5 years we owned it, I only ever got one suds lock out of it. That was it, one suds lock. I genuinely don't, even with like a full load of towels and a good old bit of, what powder do I, surf powder. I'm going back on surf. I couldn't use it for a little while because I had really sensitive skin. And it didn't matter what I used, whether it was Daz, Ariel, Surf. I don't use, Bold as well. I used to come out with a really bad skin rash, but at the moment, using the Surf powder, I'm doing okay. It is a lavender one, but I try and make sure I do like 4 rinses if I use powder. Yeah, I think my old Samsung used to cut out after a suds lock. Literally detected a few bubbles and it was like, nah, that's it. Start off. It would not suds lock for shit. Been trying to soak my shoelaces out of those shoes and they've been into soak since I put the Samsung on, so we've been soaking for an hour and a half. Look at that. All I'm soaking them in is bleach and washing up liquid, and they're actually coming back to white, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'm probably going to give them a good scrub and a rinse out. They will go through the washing machine, but obviously in a net bag. I'm not just going to let them through loose, because knowing my luck, they get wrapped around the fucking impeller of the pump and break that. Well, put it this way, neither of us can afford a brand new washing machine right now. Although I think Ryan's got a warranty on this, so I think we'd be fine. No, he knows I look after him. I need to do a drum clean. I've been meaning to clean this machine out for, I don't know how long now, quite a while. And it keeps, because the dishwasher is connected to my phone, the washing machine's connected to my partner's phone. Oh crap. And he always knows when I've done washing because he always gets the notification. He'll be like, what washing you been doing? I'll be like, oh, I've done my darks. But if he comes home and he sees that I've still got washing on the line, he doesn't need to ask what wash I've done because he can see it. Ooh, that's different. I mean, all my detergent stash is in the pantry. I've got, between me and my partner, we've got so much laundry detergent. I'm the worst. I've got 6 bottles of fabric softener. But I'm soon to be leaving my job, and me and my colleague who do night shifts together, we've been split up. So she's working with somebody else and I'm now working with somebody else till I leave. And she brought me something as like a sorry you're leaving. Basically as like a leaving gift. There, no, that's not. Where the hell is it? Is it in here? Yeah, she brought me a bottle of Comfort. It's the. Is it strawberry and lily? Honestly, that Comfort smells gorgeous. I might use that today. But I need to try and use up all my fabric conditioner and my detergent, which I'm quite pleased about, because it means I haven't got to fork out any money for detergent for a little while. I've just finished 2 big bags of the Cherry Blossom. No, I haven't. I've finished 2 big bags of the Fairy pods. They're not the original, they're not the platinum. Oh, what scent are they? I've got the fabric conditioner. I know which one it is. I keep wanting to say Cherry Blossom. It's not. Oh, what is it called? Either way, there's a fair... Thank you, Silk Tree and Jasmine. I've just finished 2 bags of the Fairy Silk Tree and Jasmine pods, which I've had since like September last year. So those 2 bags are now finished. I've just finished a box of 4ml non-bio pods from Lidl. And, or should I say, I finished them a couple of weeks ago. And now, in my little jar, I'm on... I don't normally shop here either, so I was a little bit shocked at myself. I can't even get the fucking lid off. These little guys, these are tiny. These are the Asda's Own brand non-biological pods. Oh crap! Sorry, cat. That made a jump. Don't try and pop it, you little sod. Yeah, these little pods, these are Asda's Own brand. Now, because this is an 11kg drum, I always use 2 pods per wash. So I'm going to count and see how many washes I've got. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 pods, which is 7 washes. 7 washes. And I've got to use 2 pods for a load today, 2 pods for a load tomorrow. So after this weekend, I've only got 5 washes worth, which is like another 2 weeks. So once we've gone through those, that'll be all the pods done with, and I'm going to be on to Persil Professional non-bio powder tablets. So I'm looking forward to giving them a go. Yes, this does actually tell us when it needs a drum clean. I'm not sure if it will do it, because I think I did... No, we've ran a couple of 60s through it, so I think it's thought we've put it on a drum clean, but we haven't. So when it's finished the program, it basically sets itself to the drum clean program, and you just have to press start. But obviously, most of the time we need to do another wash. So it programs itself ready, but we just ignore it and think, right, we'll wait and do it another day. But it does also send a notification to my boyfriend's phone, and he came home the other day and he went, "You've probably seen it, but you know the washing machine wants a drum clean." I was like, "Yeah, I know." He went, "Have you got any citric acid?" I was like, "I don't think I have. I need a home bargain shop, but I do not have a lot of money until I get paid." So, thankfully payday is... What day is it today? Saturday. Oh, not even a week till payday. Whoop whoop. I get paid on Friday, so that's a huge bonus. Work a little bit of detergent into these trainers just for the hope and pray that they come up okay. I'm just going to sort of work it in with this toothbrush and then just let it sit for a little while and hope that it comes out okay. It should do. Because I would like to start wearing these when we go out to different things. They are filthy. Whoa, that was close, nearly picked up bleach. I need to put that back in the cupboard. I don't even know what I've just used bleach for. Oh yeah, I do, the shoelaces. Oh, because I've cleaned the kitchen sink, but I'm going to have to clean it again, because I've just cleaned out all my fish tank. I've given their little mansion a full reset. I call it a mansion. It really isn't. It's just a slightly larger fish tank to what I'm used to, and to what the fish were used to from where I brought them from, to be honest. So, as long as my fish are happy, that's all that matters to me. And they're quite happy swimming about, they eat, so... I don't know if I'm the only person on here that just loves seeing fish swim about, but I could spend hours in an aquarium. I absolutely love fish. But weirdly, the cat, who you may have seen walking about, she's not bothered by them. She sits and looks at the tank, but not once has she ever tried to attack the... Well, you tried to open the lid once, didn't you? Soon had to stop you though, because you weren't far off opening the bloody lid. Cloudy day? No. So, there's so many programs I want to try. Our most used program is Cottons. I've done... Oh, actually, no, I might have done Cloudy day. I might have done it the other week for my work uniform, because they haven't given me enough work uniform, so I had to wash it partway through the week, as I had enough. Oh, I don't know. I've used Cottons, I've used synthetics, I've used delicates. I mean, delicates is shite, but... what did I wash? I can't remember what I washed. It might have been like a very delicate jacket or something, I think I did on delicates. Synthetics actually wasn't bad. I've used the towels program, that's really good. I don't think I've used bedding. I've kind of been traumatised by the bedding program from my last Samsung when it caught fire. And that was on a bedding program. What else have I used? Towels, synthetics, cottons, obviously, delicates. I've either used Super Speed or Cloudy Day. It's one of them two, and I'm not sure which. All these trainers are coming up really, really well. Obviously they are going to go through the washing machine, like I say, but just giving them a good hand scrub before they go in. Do a bit of rinse off as well, just to get all the crap off of it. Oh wow. God, I forgot what colour they used to be, because they've got covered in so much crap over the years. I am bloody pleased with that. I just hope I can get the bottom bit back to white. I'm not sure if I can. I'm going to have a little attempt and pray to God that I can. Which, by the looks of it, it might. Oh God, I've had a few of you guys message. Oh, I didn't realise Cloudy Day spins for longer. I haven't seen the new Hoovers yet. I haven't seen any really new washing machines that have come out just yet. I know there is a new Hoover out. I have heard about it, but I've not seen it yet. Oh, I didn't realise bedding did disable the balance sensor. I don't think it did on my one. It might have done. Oh, I think we've used duvet on this washing machine as well. I'm sure there's a duvet program, and I'm sure I washed our duvet. I think it was just before we moved. So it's probably due another wash before winter, to be honest. I'm looking forward to doing a whitewash soon, but I've only just bloody done one. And just as I've done it, I realised the white bedding protectors needed washing as well. So I thought, oh shit, we'll have to wait till the next wash, because I don't think they're going to fit in with tomorrow's wash, unfortunately. Let's see how you come up. Wow, that's an improvement, alright. So I've just been hand scrubbing these trainers that I said I'm going to try and put through the wash and see if I can clean them up any better. Right, here's before, because they've been used for work. This is just after a quick hand scrub. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I think I am going to soak them in some hot water and some very strong stain remover just to help clean it up a little bit. I'm quite pleased with those results, actually. Bloody hell. This holds on cottons, I think, for about 5 minutes at 1400, so it's not too bad all in all. Oh wow, I'm so looking forward to wearing these again. that one's ready to go in and be soaked. Yes. Where has my washing up bowl gone? Ah. Also, anybody wants a good kitchen cleaner? This one from Aldi is absolutely insane. And if you're like me and you want like a kitchen cleaner and a disinfectant, this Sainsbury's one with bleach is also brilliant. Oh crap. So, I don't actually wear as many pairs of jeans as what I used to. I used to live in jeans, but I don't as so much anymore. When I met my boyfriend, he looked at me, he's like, do you not wear like chinos or like linen trousers or anything smart like that? And I was like, no, because I don't feel like I suit them. So, bless him, he has actually helped me dress better. Normally if if I was to wash all of my jeans on their own, we'd probably be waiting about 2 years before I ever had a full load of jeans. Although in the summer I do have a couple of pairs of denim shorts, but again, some are light, some are real dark, some are lighter coloured, some are completely black, so it's like, it's just, for me, it's easier. Like, I think in my next wash, I've got one pair of blue jeans. Rather than leaving them for a couple of months till I potentially get another pair of jeans to put in, I just put them in with my darks. I've never really done denim on their own, to be honest. I know you're supposed to, but I can't say as I ever have, I don't think. I may have done once, but from what I can recall, I don't think I've ever done jeans and denim stuff on their own. Yeah, oh Christ. Excuse me. Um, when it's winter time, and me and my partner, we can't get out and do anything, like, because it's too cold, we will quite literally live in our jogging bottoms. I think in there he's actually got a pair of black jogging bottoms. I think it's right at the front as well. Because we had quite a cool spell down here the other day. It got down to like 16 degrees. Um, but I think he's got a pair of jogging bottoms in there. I did have until I did a whitewash, and then I put my light grey, I think they're from Primark, jogging bottoms in there, and I've not got any since. I don't even know what's in my darks. A couple of pairs of socks for work, underwear, a couple of t-shirts. I used to be obsessed with North Face. I don't actually have as much now. I've got a lot of different t-shirts. I think any North Face stuff I've got, I think I've got a black, a navy, 2 grey and a white, and they're the only North Face t-shirts I've got. I had a green one, which I think that green North Face t-shirt got too small for me, so that had to go. And then I had a lovely, I never know what colour to kind of describe it as. It's like a nice pale, like, skin sort of shade, like this sort of colour on a t-shirt. It looked really, really nice. My Samsung put 3 holes in it and twisted it in a cycle once. It got trapped in the drum and completely ruined it, so I had to get rid of that t-shirt. And I didn't want to, because that was one of my most comfortable t-shirts. I've got quite a few Vans t-shirts, I think. Or I know I did have. I know I've still got one, because my partner brought it for me for my birthday last year. Isn't actually doing too bad of a job washing wise. That shoe is ready to go in and be soaked. That one, I just need to scrub a little bit of this pink stuff around the bottoms. And then that's going to go in soak. I think I've got some biological lawn. Oh no, I might soak these in some bio powder. I don't really buy like original bio powders like Ariel and stuff, because, like I say, I had a bit of a phase where I was getting really itchy skin. So I don't really buy them. I can't, well, I haven't used Bold for years, but every time do I use a Bold detergent, whether it's powder, pods, liquid or gel, I've always come out in a rash. So I'm not sure whether, because Bold to me is very, very overpowering with their scents. I was wondering, is it too strongly scented? But I might give it a go. Again, maybe see if I get on alright, but I do like of old liquid, but I don't really know what scents they do, because every time they bring out new scents, they always do it in pods. I'm not really the biggest fan of pods. I know I use them, but my partner brought me them fairy ones as like a thank you present, so I had to use them. And no, he didn't. I think I actually asked for them because you couldn't get the gel at that time in that silk tree and blossom scent. So he got me them, and then because I was struggling with my sensitive skin, I just brought the non-bio pods to see how I got on. And if I didn't like them, I knew there were a lot of people in my family who use pods who I could give them away to, basically. Right. Sort these shoelaces out now, because I think they're about ready to be washed. They are ring. They will literally almost come up to white again. They're very dull off-white, but good soak and some bleach and washing up liquid has actually done them really, really well. I'll scrub them again in a second. So, turning the washing machine on through the app, I haven't done that myself. I'm not sure if my boyfriend has. However, as for our dishwasher, I don't actually use the control panel. I always turn it on through the app. I've decided to switch up. Oh God, I had this set up. That's fine. I was using Intensive 70 with a couple of options, and you could only sort of do that through the app. And it seemed okay, but it wasn't working as well. Right, I've since changed the program to, what was it, Super 60? Yeah, Super 60 with Hygiene Plus, Extra Dry and Intensive Zone. And I'm getting absolutely phenomenal results out of the dishwasher now. So I'm obviously very, very pleased with how well it does on Super 60. So I've just set it as my favourite program, and I just go through the app, go to my dishwasher, because if anybody recognises this dishwasher, yes, my parents do have the exact same. We had so much trouble with our Beko dishwasher that we had. This one was on clearance because I don't think they do this model anymore, and I said to my partner, I said, right, we're having a Bosch one. He said, do you not want one of the Hot Point ones? I was like, no, I want a Bosch. I was like, when it comes to dishwashers, I know Bosch ones are pretty damn good. And I was like, I know this one is not going to let me down, and it has not. Right, so shoelaces after their soak. That looks a lot bloody better. As for using Yars Clean products, I think from the top of my head, I'm sure I've seen them on TikTok, but I've never brought any myself. I have so much detergent and that to get through at the moment. I know they're very big for their scent boosters, but I can't say as I've tried the Yars Clean scent boosters. I've seen them advertised a lot, and a lot of people do rave about them, I will admit that. But personally, I've never tried any myself. I never really thought about it or thought to try them, to be honest with you. But obviously, money is a big thing at the moment for me. I work a minimum wage job, and things are expensive, and every possible bill that wants to kick me in the arse is currently kicking me in the arse. So what can I say? Not a lot. Right, why that still sits inside. And that. And that. Yes, I know I didn't just load that in there properly. It's fine, it'll get properly reloaded in a little, well, not a little while because it's not going on tonight. It went on last night and there's nowhere near enough in there again at the moment. Does it come with a cutlery rack? Yeah, I don't really want to show you because it has got dirty dishes in it. But it does have the 3rd drawer cutlery rack, which, as you can see, we use all the time. I don't think it actually came with the basket that sort of sits like here. If it did, we're not going to use it. There's a couple of bits in there. But yeah, not a bad dishwasher, I'm going to be honest. My parents have the same one. The only reason I liked the Beko is because it was black and it matched the Samsung. But it's weird. We've got a black washing machine, stainless steel silver dishwasher, silvery grey fridge freezer, and a white freezer. The freezer's a Beko. The fridge freezer is a Hoover. Dishwasher's a Bosch. Washing machine's a Samsung. And then our oven, which is black and silver, is an Indesit. And then our tumble dryer is white, and that's a Hot Point. So we've got Hot Point, Indesit, Hoover, Beko, Bosch, and Samsung. Not one of our appliances are from the same brand. Yeah, I tell you what, I cannot fault the Bosch dishwashers. They are absolutely amazing. If this ever does die, which I'm praying it never does, because it's absolutely phenomenal, I will have another Bosch. I don't care how much they are, I will always, from now on, go for Bosch dishwashers. You can tell we've just had to have the bathroom renovated. The dust up here is insane. If I just pause that, oh fucking hope I haven't. It's still going. Yeah, because it would have said paused rather than washing. Am I doing another load? Yes, but it probably won't be live, simply for the fact that I've got to go out in a little while. And I've got a lot of stuff to get on with, and I also need my phone for things. So I am going to do a second load, but I probably won't live video it. What was the first washing machine you had as a child? Oh, God, oh, Christ, now you got to make me think. Oh, Jesus, what was my first washing machine? That was it. It was an Ariston A1236. I think that was the model number. It was an Ariston, which they also did the same model as, I think it was labelled as a Hot Point First Edition. I'll see if I can find a photo at some point. But yeah, and it was a 6 kilogram 1200 spin, and I believe washing machine guy on Instagram, I'm sure he had one. If not, I think the laundry centre, Chris, I think he had the 1600 RPM version as what I had. I'm sure his was the 1600 version, or the 14. With the old like WMA style drum. That was the first washing machine I ever remember. I think my mum had an Indesit washer dryer before that, but I don't remember it. I've always known. Yeah, so I think I had the 1236, the 1200 spin 6 kilogram model. I had that. That died of bearing failure, I believe. But Mum always used to use it on minimum iron 40, which I think was number 7. I'm sure she always used to use number 7, minimum iron 40. I don't know if she brought it brand new or if it was second hand. But that lasted, I'll tell you what, that lasted some years. And especially with me being a kid, God, that went through some shit. Right, I'm going to have to block your view of the Samsung for a moment because I need to get into my pantry to get some washing powder. What came after the Ariston? It was... Hold on, I'm just trying to remember the model number. It was a Bush A147QW, 7 kilo, 1400 spin. That lasted for about 8 years. That did phenomenal. No, not... Yeah, I think that only ever died of bearing failure. That was actually one of the best washing machines my parents ever brought. Well, obviously the Ariston was probably the best, but I don't remember that quite as much. There's actually a photo of my nan and granddad's house of my nan sat in the kitchen with my little girl. It sounds like I've got kids. I haven't. I had a little dog, a little Jack Russell. Her name was Lily. She's always will be my little girl. And there's a photo of my nan sat with my old little Jack Russell Lily and my nan's old border collie JJ. And she sat right in front of it. Right, just got me powder out to put for the shoes. I had a couple. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. I think since I was born, which I was born in 2005, I'm going to be 21 this year. My parents are now on their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th tumble dryer, I think. Yeah, so we had an Indesit IDV75 vented, one of the old models which matched the like WIL washing machines. Then, I can't remember how that one died, but it did. Then we had the newer model which matched like the IWC washing machines, which was that, I think that was an IDV85 vented. Then, after we had those two Indesit venteds, we had an Indesit... No, we didn't. We had the two Indesits. We then went to a Beko DSV 64W vented 6 kilo sensor dryer. That then, the fan and belt went on that at the same time. So that was when we ended up getting the old Indesit IWD 8451BH or something like that. I can't fully remember the model number. But it was a condenser dryer, and then my parents decided to join the hype of having a heat pump. And that is why my parents now have their Beko DTLP 91151W heat pump dryer. So my parents have been for a lot of bloody tumble dryers. But when obviously my mum had me, and then she met my stepdad, well, he had obviously 2 kids, which was my step siblings, and obviously my mum had me. With having 3 kids, by God, we needed that tumble dryer, believe me. We really needed that tumble dryer, trust me on that one. That tumble dryer was on all the bloody time. That was always running, always on. Ow, this water's hot. into soak. There. Right, those shoes are now into soak, thank Christ. So yeah, we've got plenty of bloody tumble dryers. If you ever got a vintage machine, would it be used for really dirty things? I don't know. I wouldn't want to abuse it. I know some people will happily abuse a vintage machine. I'd use it now and again. Because my partner was like, well, you're never going to use it. We haven't got plumbing in the shed. I went, oh, leave that with me. Because I can temporarily plumb that in as and when I wish. I would like to have put it next to this and done like a wash race, but obviously that's... To plumb the washing machine and the dishwasher in this house is the biggest pain in the arse ever. So if I can help it, I am not pulling these two out until we either need to replace them or just because they've given up, basically, or because we move, which we're hoping is not going to happen, or at least for a long time. But I think, obviously, because like there's big loads like this, I would say to my partner, if we had smaller loads, we'd do that. But the one thing we said we would use it for would be our work clothes. So because we're both, well, my partner currently does work in a hospital, and I'm soon to be working in a hospital. Because it's obviously, it's got to be sterile, we're both very hot on sanitising our work uniforms. So we always try and do our uniforms at 60, or we will do them at 40, but we put a fuck ton of sanitizer in it. Which is fine, but we've both said we are really annoyed this only does 40 or 60. What has happened to the 50-degree settings? Because my partner said if he could, he would wash his uniform on its own at 50 degrees. And I said I would as well. And we said we'd both just put all of our uniform together in the machine once a week on a 50-degree cotton cycle. So if I had an older... I'd love an older hot point, like a WF541 or a WM63 or something, because they've got a 50 setting. So I think a lot of the time we'd both use it for our work uniform every week. Which is what I would have liked to have done with the WD-64 if I could have grabbed it, but obviously I was too late. As for washer dryers, I've only ever used them at work. In my previous jobs, we've had... No, my first job as a cleaner, we had a washer dryer, and I got to use that a couple of times. Then my valeting jobs, we just had separate washing machines and dryers. This cleaning job, we've had 2 washer dryers. We had the Indesit and the Hisense, and we've just had that Sharp, which has broken, and we still haven't replaced that, and it's been like 6 weeks, so we're kind of hoping we get, well, nearly 2 months actually, so we're hoping to get a new washing machine soon. I've never owned a washer dryer myself, neither has my partner. My partner's parents have a separate washer and dryer. All of my partner's family, they all have separate washing machines and tumble dryers. All of my family have separate washing machines and tumble dryers. All of my friends, they've got separate washing machines and tumble dryers. Work, obviously we've had a few washer dryers, but not many. There's just one family friend of ours who has a washer dryer, and it's the slightly newer version of the WDL 520, which is like the HV7L, something like that. I've seen that in use. She used to have a WD-23. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she had a WD-23. And I think the bearings gave out on that. And I vividly remember that. That was replaced 2009, 2010 maybe? Maybe even 20, I think it was, no, it could have even been 2011, somewhere around about that time. Right, so, bloody hell, it was 3 o'clock. Right, I need to go out very shortly, so we'll sit with this for another minute or so. It's not heating as well, but saying that I did adjust the water level, but that's about, I'm not sure. It's got past 30, that's all I know. I could keep going live for ages, but we've still got over an hour till the spin. So, and it's doing very long pauses. Not sure why, but it is. When I turned it on, it did tell me I need to clean the drain filter. So, clearly the filter wants doing. It's not blocked, but oh God, it's been a while since we've done the pump, put it that way. So, I'll clean that out at some point today if I get a chance. I might do it before the next load, or it can just wait till tomorrow and I'll clean it out after I've done the towels, or bedding and towels and whatever else. So by tomorrow, my boyfriend will have an empty laundry basket. I won't, as I think I've got a couple of towels in mine, but I wash my towels separately because he likes his washed in his own stuff. I like to use powder. He can't use that powder because he's allergic to it. So our towels get washed separately. I think there's a couple of white bits in there, and I have got nowhere near enough for a load of whites or a load of towels. So it'll just be my work clothes and my darks and colours when this finishes at about 5 o'clock. Well, at least I've been able to take advantage of the half price electric we have between 11 and 4. Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I don't know. I never really plan when I'm going live. It just kind of that happens. Normally when I'm home alone, and it's always like, well, I've done this job, I've done this job. I could sit and doom scroll, but I'm just going to... just whenever I've got laundry and my boyfriend's at work, and also when I'm not at work. I would go live tomorrow, but tomorrow will more than likely be I put the washing machine on and go back to bed because I've got a night shift tomorrow at 4, my next 4 on, which I'm not looking forward to, but soon be at the hospital where I will have no more night shifts and it won't affect my health like it is currently, but we survive. So, the joys. Anyway, I'm going to let this finish doing whatever it's got to do. I'm going to sign off here because I've now got to go out and do something, and if I don't come off this live now and get my arse into gear, I will be late and I will get moaned at. So, this is me signing off. I hope you've enjoyed whatever you've seen. I hope you've been able to hear the Samsung washing a little bit. I'm going to try and improve the audio. I can't sign into YouTube Studio at the moment. There are reasons as to why that is. I didn't make this YouTube channel, and the person that made it for me, I'm no longer in contact with. For a few reasons. So I need to try and recover that so as I can get into my YouTube studio at some point. And then hopefully you guys will get some better quality content. I'm going to do a little poll thing either on YouTube or on Instagram. I'm not sure which. And it's going to be like, what videos do you guys want to see? Do you want to see the full cycles? Do you want to see like split cycles where I film it filling, then heating, then washing, then spinning? So I'm not filming like the full entire cycle, but I condense like a full cycle down to like an hour-ish. If there's any other videos you want to see, some of the dishwasher, I mean, that's a bit more difficult because I can't film the inside of the dishwasher that well. But when it gets more winter time, I can try and do a few of the tumble dryer. Not that it's used too often, but we do use it, especially for towels. It all depends if it's going to live in the spare room or if it's going to live in the shed. I think it's going to live in the shed, so there's a chance of that happening. I can do a few vacuum cleaner videos. I might do a whole house demo with... I could do it with my cordless shark, because that'll be the easiest. But yeah, so I'm going to put a poll out at some point as to what people want to see, like video-wise, just so I've got a rough idea on what I can film, what people would rather not see. I'm happy to carry on filming some full cycles, but only if that's what people want. But again, I'll try and get some opinions, and hopefully try and get back into YouTube again. Thanks to my makeshift tripod frightening the fucking life out of me then. My phone decided to fly as I was trying to scrape a bit of paint off my kitchen floor. Christ, that made me jump. And it's cracked my screen protector a little bit. Never mind, I've got a spare one I can put on. But yeah, I'll do a poll at some point, and hopefully the future of this channel is going to be looking good. I've got hopes. Whether those hopes will happen, I don't know. But they might. But anyway, that is enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a pleasure talking with you all. And I will see you again very soon, hopefully. Don't know when, but it'll be sporadic. Anyway, thank you guys. Stay safe.